Okay, so you may know if you have one of these calculators that the normal distribution is a bit weird. Specifically for me, that's because I have a fake calculator. I don't know if it's all of these calculators or just the fake ones that do it weirdly. But fake ones definitely do it weirdly. For this question, we need to find between 10 and 30 for this normal distribution. So let's put that in. So this should have given us the answer. If we look at the graph, this is way more than 0.24, right? Like, this isn't much at all. I mean, no, this isn't much at all. This is. So how would you do that? Well, traditionally, I would have done them separately. So I would usually, but I'll show you why this isn't good, set this to 0, that to 10, and take away this value, 1 minus 0.2445, or 6 even, so the R to 30. But what you'll find when you actually do this on a calculator is that this isn't the right answer either, because that gives 0.753, whatever. It's meant to be lower than that. So why is this the case? That's because the standard deviation, which is 9.3, I mean, I guess that the first one would be about there, but then the second one goes past 0. So 0 is somewhere over here, and this is the second standard deviation. And if you know the normal distribution, within 2 standard deviations would be 95%. So there's still extra over here, which it isn't accounted for because it's going between 0 and that number. So if you're doing that, then just don't, because it doesn't work. So I'll show you what to do instead. This is what I figured out yesterday, which I thought they were just the same, but it turns out you have to do it like this. 14 point. And it gives you a higher value, doesn't it? Because that was originally 244. Do it with the 30 as well. And that's also a much bigger value, isn't it? We get that, which is, it was that, which is literally that. So you're going to want to do it that way instead. Yeah, anyway, I think this mainly just occurs because the mean is too small and the standard deviation is too big. So it just goes to, it reaches 0, which it really shouldn't do. So I'll show you just a regular question, what I would usually do, which doesn't have these sort of issues. All right, so on question 2 of the 2022 paper, specifically part B, we want to find that it's between 7.94 and 8.09 centimeters. This is what the normal distribution looks like. So to find this, we can firstly find when L is between these values. Here is what it looks like on the normal distribution curve. So we can start off by doing 7.94 and 0. And this would work because standard deviation, really small. It's never going to get there, really. So that's 0.1151. But then you'll see, if I just do this, you can see that obviously this would be this area instead of this area. So that we would do 0.8849 there, which if you do it, that's 0.1151. Then the other way, that's the same thing. So it really depends on the question which ones you can do, but sometimes you can do just all 3 of them, which is what I originally thought you could just do that every time, but it doesn't always work out like that. So when we have 8.09, that would be that. 1 minus 0.1151. So that would be our answer. So that makes sense because this is just under 2 standard deviations away. So that should be more like there actually, shouldn't it? And this is just over 1 standard deviation away. So it makes sense that the majority of the probability is inside this range. Yeah, you really just have to pay attention to if it's going to go past 0. Otherwise, you could just always do it with setting it as the lower value, and then the upper value is 99999. And I did see someone say that this wouldn't work, or this would work if you just transform it into the Z values. But the thing is, I tried it with that other question and it just didn't work. So set the value on the lower and then set the upper to 99999, because that seems to work pretty consistently. And I hope this helped and wasn't, I made it not too confusing. Alright, so this is how you know if your calculator's fake. Firstly, you won't be able to see you won't ever be able to see the sun icon here, like me, because your solar panel this isn't a solar panel, this is just a bit of plastic doing nothing. So the other way is to unscrew this bit on the back. Right, you'll see this is where the battery should be, but it's empty. There's nothing in there. I believe this is the battery right there. Yeah, that looks like a battery actually. So the battery is just soldered onto this motherboard rather than in the actual battery compartment, which is up there. And this is just a bit of plastic. I'll probably take that out as well. Yeah, I mean, that just kind of comes off. You can see there's no electronics behind it. I don't really know how solar panels work, but I can't imagine that's what they'd use. Just that. So yeah, that's how you know if it's fake or not. And there is actually another way. Right, so here's the other way. It's the QR bit. You get this QR code, and when I scan that, it won't take me to the proper website, right? Actually, let's take a look. Right, so this is where it takes me. So this is definitely not the right thing. It's just like a calculator thing, which says route 2. All right, yeah. So this is what it says. If you do the QR code, it will take you to the actual Casio site and show you your actual calculation. My calculation was just the number 5, but it showed me route 2. So that definitely wasn't right. Yeah, the Casio ClassPad site, which is fake. So yeah, that's how you know. Anyway, good luck in the exam tomorrow, because that paper 2 was so weird. Yeah, no clue what they're going to do for this one. It could be a really just crazy difficult one, or it could just be really easy to make up for the last one not having certain topics which were expected. So yeah,